Radio changed Victoria Darsky's world. It brought swing jazz and blues into her living room. And on the 1st of September, when she sat on the high-backed sofa and reached for the brass knob on the cabinet radio, it brought news of war. "This is a special announcement," the commentator said. German tanks crossed the Polish border in a devastating pre-dawn attack that Hitler launched against Poland. Victoria sat upright. Her hands trembled as she dug to the bottom of her black leather handbag and pulled out rosary beads, a cotton handkerchief, and her train ticket. Departure, September 1st, 1939, 11 o'clock, the stamp on the ticket read. Her train would leave in 2 hours to take her to the women's dormitory at the University of Warsaw. She was supposed to start her first semester tomorrow. The announcer was saying that all university classes were suspended indefinitely. But Victoria's suitcases sat packed and waiting in the front hall closet. Can it be true? Victoria crossed one leg and then the other to buckle the straps on her platform shoes. She hurried to tell her parents the horrible news. By 12 noon, Victoria joined her mother and her sister Elizabeth in kissing Papa's freshly shaven cheeks, telling him to come home safely. The Army Reserves had called him into active duty. It was the first time Victoria had seen her parents cry in each other's arms. When the long embrace ended and the goodbyes were whispered, the Darsky women, Victoria, her mother, and Elizabeth, remained at home, glued to the radio all hours of the day and night, believing that at any moment the Germans would turn back, that Western Europe would come to Poland's aid. Victoria's bags still waited in the front hall closet 28 days later when Hitler raised the German flag on the Warsaw Capitol building. She couldn't listen to jazz because Chopin's dirge was the only tune playing out of Warsaw. But she played the radio anyway. It was her only solace, her quasi-escape from being held hostage in her own home. It muffled the sound of her sister bickering with her mother about the impossibility of cooking with little to nothing. No salt, no butter. Would there ever be potato dumplings again? Sausage? Or bacon? Or ham? Thankfully, over the noise of the cupboards slamming in the kitchen, Victoria heard Chopin. That is, until Elizabeth stormed into the living room and said, "Mother wants you to turn the radio off and come help me bring the laundry in from the clothesline." Victoria didn't look up. She straightened her dress hem and ignored Elizabeth. Not until Elizabeth switched the radio off did Victoria look at her sister. Elizabeth's face was flushed brighter than the red polka dots on her blouse, and Victoria said calmly, "I've been 14, Elizabeth. I know it isn't easy, but at least try to behave like a lady."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.